What's up, people? It's another edition of the New Breed Podcast, the world's best new metal adjacent podcast from two dudes who are really there. I'm one half of your hosting duo, Jay Horskow. With me, I have my partner in crime, the notorious TIM, Tim Anderson Jr. Tim, how are you doing?
Great, man.
Are you enjoying
Great.
this warmer
Doing great.
weather?
Love it.
I'm kind of bent because I have like three hoodies on the way. By the time they get here, it's going to be warm, and I'm going to have to hang them in a closet and wear them next year.
Well, I'll tell you what, for me, it doesn't matter because my basement is fucking frozen all summer.
Same, same.
So I don't really mind that. But here's one thing about when it gets warm out in Pennsylvania, New Jersey. It's like all of the smells from the winter just rise out of your grass, and the whole fucking town just smells like shit. It smells like dog shit everywhere.
I thought you were going to go on about how all of a sudden we're going to hit the yellow explosion where there's 3 inches of pollen on everything, and we spend 3 days
Uh,
just walking around sneezing.
oh, yeah, that's already started.
Ugh, it's been brutal. All right, people. So this week, it's another albums of the month collection where we go through all the things that have come out this month that we've been listening to. Tim, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still kind of underwhelmed at 2025 so far.
Shit, not me.
I am underwhelmed. I got two EPs. I got three full lengths. That's it. That's it.
Damn. All right, well, we'll let you go first because I have 9 singles, 8 EPs, 10 full lengths.
See, the singles, knowing that it's typically tied to an upcoming album, I really don't even like. I'll check it out. Like, okay, cool, okay, fine, but I don't even write it down anymore. Okay, so let's start with the EPs. So I think you probably have both of these on your list. The first one I've got, Final Resting Place, Bound by Affliction.
Fuck yeah.
Yo, this is a fucking monster. This came out, didn't know it was coming out. I put it on, and it was one of those I'm sitting here giggling listening to it, like, and knowing how just outrageously aggressive they are live, and they put on a hell of a show. They sound good. I put this in and I listen to it again and again and again. And then I go to Killing of a Sacred Deer, and then I go back to this, and I go to this again and again. Unbelievable. If you like that 90s moshy metalcore sound, this is it. This is it, man.
Who recorded that again?
Oh, it's at
Did what's his
Bayway.
name?
Jayway did it.
Jayway
Yeah,
did it?
Jay did
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I will admit though, I like the first EP better.
See, I actually think this one's a little bit more abrasive. I think I like this one a little better, but you know what? I'm gonna go back and give a comparison.
Yeah, when I really, really do like it. Don't get me wrong. It'll be in my EPs of the year at the end of the year, but I think the first one just has an edge for some reason. I'll listen to them back to back as well.
Now I got homework. I gotta listen to both of them. I fell down a weird rabbit hole. I didn't realize that all my music I fed into my Plex server, and I didn't realize I did that. So all like the stuff I've downloaded for all the years, we've been listening to music, and I found some old gems of shit that I forgot I even had, like
Oh
the
yeah.
Die Hard EP, No Allies, No Surrender. Those are the guys from Engineer. All the old Your Demise stuff. Spent a whole week listening to Your Demise. I was like, shit,
Good
I forgot
shit.
how good this old stuff is. So yeah, up with Soulseek. The only other EP I have is the Philosophy of the Blade by Domain.
Yes, sir.
I actually think this sounds sick. This metallic sound that they've got. This is a band that the album came out a lot like Contention, right? Another Florida band. Album comes out, it's good. I enjoy it, and then I see them live, and my jaw is bouncing off the floor. Like, yo, this is not what I was expecting. This is really, really good. It takes on a more metallic sound, which makes sense. Um, and the cover of Propaganda is great.
It's sick,
It
yeah.
is great.
It's pretty much it's pretty much the same as the song, but they add a little bit of their flair to it. I really like it.
Right.
It's good, man.
Right.
I was very surprised when I seen that cover on there. I was like, "Oh, I gotta listen to this," because that's definitely one of their best songs in my opinion.
Absolutely. I think we should do a deep dive on Propaganda someday. Not Propaganda, Chaos AD. Have we
Yeah,
done Roots?
yeah. No, I don't know actually.
I don't know if we've been doing this so long we forget albums we've even done. We're gonna have to look it up in Libsyn, but I don't know if we have, but we definitely should do Chaos AD.
Oh fuck
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, Tim, what else you got EP wise?
Oh, I can't believe you forgot this one, Darko with Death Mash 3.
Oh, see, I had that as my album because that's
Oh, okay.
long, isn't it?
I think it's like 8 tracks. I
Oh, well,
only
I have that as an
consider it
album.
a okay. I consider it a fully if it's 10 or above.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, whatever. Another one I'm surprised not on here, Volcano with No Way Back.
Yo, I haven't even listened to that yet.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
it's an
a
embarrassing admission.
it's two songs, but I consider anything two song, two to like nine or eight. I'll give it an EP for me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I just found this one Monday. X Seraph X, their demo they just put out.
Why does that sound familiar?
Pretty much in the vein of all that metallic heart metalcore stuff that's been coming out. It's really good. Three songs. I think it's really good.
Is it more hardcore than metal or more metal than hardcore? Is it closer to like All of God's Children or A Knife in the Dark?
That's hard. It's like metallic edge.
Okay. Okay.
That's pretty. You know what I mean now.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, because whenever I see a band with X's on the ends, I'm usually going to listen to it because I'm like, okay, this is going to sound one of two ways.
Yeah, it's like edge metal basically.
Okay.
You already said Final Resting Place. We know how good that is. Another one I can't believe you didn't put in here. Church Tongue with You'll Know It Was Me.
Man, you know what? Maybe I'm too busy with work. I'm forgetting that the shit's actually coming out.
Yeah, you
Because
might
that
be.
Church Song EP is great.
Yeah, it's
It's
really
great.
fucking good, man. Next I had Domain with Philosophy of the Blade. We already talked about that. This one I found out of nowhere. I was just, one of my records stopped, and I Apple will go to the next, just whatever they think you'll like. Well, they killed this one because there's a band called Volatile Ways with Perfect Dark. Dude, that shit is really good, man. It's super hard to explain what it sounds like. I think it's female fronted, which is she's got a really good scream. Um, Pretty much metalcore, but it's got like this flair to it that I can't like really comprehend. But it's
Okay.
really fucking good, man.
All right.
Seriously, check that out. It was self released. I don't know much about them at all. I don't know anything about them actually, but yeah, it's really good. I'm looking forward to checking that out again, and seeing more about the band. My last one is War Spawn with Immaculate Objection. Um,
That's
Hunter.
Hunter's thing, right?
Yeah, it's good, man. If you like straight up hardcore to like a metal edge, it's fucking good, man.
All right. I will. Man, Jesus, I can't believe I forgot all this stuff. Hold on, let me write all this down
What's
so I go back.
what's even cooler about it is I seen him put a post up and he was like, "Yeah, this was recorded with one guitar mic on well, it was a 57 on a cab, no samples on the drums, just straight recording." And I'm like, "Oh, cool, man!" And it sounds good.
So we've
So,
got you've got Seraph, Warspawn, Volcano. What's the other one you mentioned? I got to listen to.
volatile
Volatile
ways,
Ways. That's it.
volatile. There you go. But perfect dark. It's good,
Okay.
man. You should check that out first because I really think you'll like that.
Okay.
I want to know what you think of that. Um, you said you have no singles.
No, I didn't write down any of my singles. Like I listened to the new Deaf Heaven stuff that came out. I thought that was really good. That new we reacted to it. That new fuck Crown Magnetar is
Oh yeah.
unbelievable. Um, that new so that band that I saw open for Crown Magnetar, Larcenia Row. They're from somewhere in the South on the East Coast. They just did a new single that came out. It's actually pretty darn good. Um, Jive Bomb had another new single come out, which I thought was really good. I'm really kind of stoked for that album. And you know who I just saw announce something today? I didn't get a chance to listen to it. Kardashev.
Oh, did they?
Kardashev just announced a new album. I think it's going to be out in May. Yeah, the single came out. Oh, the one
Ooh.
single I did listen to, Trevor Something,
Oh, I didn't know that came
who
out either.
actually said he has an album on the way.
Yeah,
So
the guy
stoked
who
for
was
that.
done 3 albums ago.
Yeah, right.
Well, you forgot a bunch of stuff here.
Keep going.
Let me give it to you. So Def Heaven put out another single called Heathen.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't blast your face off, but it's typical Def Heaven where it's like, it's not black metal in this track. It's more of a mix of like the later records,
Mm-hmm.
if you know what I mean. It's like not Sunbather, but it's not like the new song either.
Yeah, they go back to more of the black metal sound, which I like, which I
Yeah.
really like.
This is like that black gaze stuff without like the
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the blast beats and stuff, if you know what I mean. Thornhill put out another single called Silver Swarm. They announced a record. That track is fucking great. I love that band, man. Um Somebody went nuts that we reacted to them on YouTube. They're like, "Oh, can't believe it. Fucking band rules." Thanks, dude.
All right,
Awesome.
cool.
Glad you're listening. Tetrarch finally put out a new song called Never Again. God damn, I love that shit. Can't believe you forgot this one. Fucking Adam's gonna kill you.
Crippling
Orthodox with
alcoholism. Oh,
Orthodox,
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Commit to Consequence.
And
Song's
that's
a
with what's
banger.
his name from Andrew from Comeback Kid, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Weird thing, but it worked. Whatever.
Yeah.
Ingested with Altar of Flesh.
Not a
Their
fan.
last record, I really didn't like at all. This track bangs. Bangs. Love it.
Okay.
To the Grave with Forced Diet Reassignment.
Yo. I
Yeah.
didn't like that last album. I really liked this song. And they said that this song is on like basically cutting room floor, like studio cutting room floor type stuff, to the point where I think I'm gonna go back and check out that album because maybe I missed something.
Yeah, that last record's good. It's not as good as the record previous, but yeah, it's good. Um, this band took 5 years to put out a new song, and I absolutely fucking love it. Remember that band Ghost Bath I couldn't stop talking
Yes.
about? Yeah, they put out a new song called Rose Thorn Necklace. Dude, it's like black metal with just like fucking crazy screams in it. It's like birds getting kids. I swear to God, it's like they're strangling a bird and stabbing it. It's fucking crazy, dude. Really good, really good though. Um, here's a band I if I would have if I would have heard this record in 2024 when it came out, I probably would have put it in my top 10. It's that good. But he put out another single. The dude's name is Jutes, Jutes. He put out a record in 24 called Sleepyhead. And I
Okay.
was just like, what the fuck is this shit? But somebody was like, yo, listen to this. I guarantee you'll like this. I put it on. I get through like the first 5 tracks. I'm like, oh my fucking God, this is good. It's basically just Deftones worship, but like the dude's got
Okay.
a really good voice.
And you said it's Jutes?
Yeah, Jutes. Check out
Okay.
his album. It's called Sleepyhead.
Okay.
But he put out a song the other day called House of Cards. Really good stuff. It's pretty much the same as that record. So the dude's got like, he just writes in that Deftonesy
Okay.
vibe. And then my last single is Black Label Society with Lord Humongous. I fucking love Black Label. I think Zach's the fucking one of the best guitar players ever, and you get the pinch harmonics all over it. I fucking love it.
Uh, we both missed Tinted Civic by Crippling Alcoholism,
I didn't even know it came out.
which is it sounds the way you'd expect it. That
Okay.
Trevor, I looked it up. That Trevor something song is "Numb the Pain." And I
Mm.
also the one single that I guess I did forget, "Chimp's Banner," which is a one man like gent sort of band. He did a new song, "Drift City," which was good.
All right, so Kardashev with Olunia. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's on Metal Blade. Nice. Trevor something
Great. We
I
can't
gotta
react
add.
to it.
So I gotta add Trevor something. Now we can react to Metal Blade. We're good.
Oh, Metal Blade's okay. Yeah, it's just Century Media. All right.
And Roadrunner because we got nipped on the fucking Death Heaven. All right, so I got Trevor something, Kardashev. Who else do I need to check out?
Crippling Alcoholism. And if you,
Uh,
we might watch it next. Larcenia Row, Roe.
for some reason, crippling alcoholism is not loading. Hold on. Okay, Tinted Civic.
Mm-hmm.
And then how do you spell the other one?
Larcenia Roe.
Got it.
It's
Extraction.
Extraction. Yeah.
Oh, I seen this on this is on Unique Leader. Yeah, I seen this video
Mm-hmm.
on I seen it on Unique Leader put it out, but I didn't click it. So I'm
Yeah,
glad
it's
I
good.
didn't.
It's good.
Okay, cool. And so we got full lengths left.
Yeah, we got LPs. I want to wait. I want to look up before we move on. Um, how many songs are on that Darko album?
Oh,
Death Mask 3. It is
is it 9?
one. It's an intro. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 8 songs.
That's an EP for me.
Whatever. I will say though, I am consistently impressed by this band. It was started as a side hustle between from Tom with Chelsea at Chelsea Grin, Tom from Chelsea Grin, and the one brother from Spite, and they kill it. They
Yeah, it's
kill it.
good.
It's really, really good.
The production is so fucking good.
It's clean,
It's like
clean without being too crisp, if that makes any sense.
yeah, it's like so clean that I almost hate how good it is, but it just works.
All right, let's do some LPs. How many you got, Tim? I got two.
I got 10.
Jesus Christ. You start.
Okay. For my full lengths, I feel like we're in not February 2025, but February of 2005 because there's some
Okay.
fucking wild shit in here. And you'll see what I mean as I go here. You tell me when I'm getting into 2005 because there's three records in here that I think could have came out in 2005.
Okay.
Okay. Uh A Sky So Black with Touch Heaven. Dude,
I
yeah, man.
I forgot. You know what? I've listened to that I think two or three times in the background. Hold on, let me write this down so I don't forget it.
Absolute fucking banger. I that them dudes one of my favorite bands. I love that band.
Yeah,
That
everything
that
I've heard
record
so
is
far I like.
great, dude.
It's good stuff.
Great fucking record, man. I really think that they need to get looked at more because I really think that they got something going on. It's the same thing with that Fake Eyes record. I can't believe how good that record is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So fucking good. And where did that come out on?
Oh, I
Who the
forgot.
fuck has been putting them records out? That Fake Eyes is oh god, it's so good. It's like a zine. Oh, new morality.
Oh, okay.
All right, number two, I got LS Dunes with Violet.
I have
Um,
no idea what that is.
that's the singer from Seosin and oh god damn it, Anthony Green.
Okay, okay.
His other band, what the fucking one of my favorite fucking bands too. I always do this when I always
Well,
forget bands he's in. He was in the first. He was in Seosin. He's in Seosin again. Then he left.
yeah.
Circus Survive.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Number three, I seen you guys talking shit about this in Slack. I laughed. Ginger with Duel, and the comment you said about me was hilarious. I like it.
Just not my thing. Not my thing.
Yeah, it's all good. Number four, here you go. Bleeding Through with Nine.
They put out an album?
Yeah, it's
What's it?
fucking
Does it
good,
sound like
man.
the old stuff?
Oh yeah, sounds like
Okay.
2005 Bleeding Through. It's fucking good,
Okay.
man. Number five, another record that could have came out in 2005, Lacuna Coil with Sleepless Empire.
I didn't listen to that one yet.
Dude, she has the best voice in that genre. I don't care what anyone says. Just like if you see her live, watch her live, dude. Her voice is impeccable. It's just that good. Um, they're one of my guilty pleasure bands. I know a lot of people just hate that shit, but hey, man, I love that stuff.
Yeah, you like what you like.
Number seven, Scour with Gold. That's Phil Anselmo's black metal
Mm-hmm.
band with Jarvis from Pig Destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, is Jarvis in Pig Destroyer?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Jarvis and it's the old bassist, the really tall guy from Cattle Decap. And
yeah,
I actually think Mark Kloppel, the other guy from Misery Index, I
yeah,
think is actually in this.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, it's like a super group. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, man. A lot of the songs on there are just basic black metal tracks that I could write in my fucking basement tomorrow if I really wanted to. It's just blast beats with just fucking trill guitar parts and just really
Hmm.
fast power chord stuff. I could. It's easy to write. It's just cool hearing Phil do it. He's got a good voice for it, honestly. There's really good tracks on that, but I'll tell you what, I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. But for me, it definitely makes my full lengths for this month because I just feel like him doing that is just cool because he goes back into what he actually likes. There's a
Okay.
lot of them rock stars that like there's a lot of rock stars that pretend they like that shit. You know what I mean? You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? They're always
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I love this," but he's actually like doing it, which I think is really cool. Um this band I never heard of, but I decided to check them out. I'm glad I did. There's a band called Hangman's Chair. They put out a record called Sediction. I don't know. It's like really good rock influenced metal stuff.
All
I think it's good, man. I don't know anything about them, but I really enjoyed the record. Number nine, another 2005 record, Kill Switch Engage with This Consequence.
Yo, so Dom and I were talking about this when I went to the we went to the Counterparts show on Sunday night together, and I asked him, "What does it sound like?" He said, "Well, it sounds like Killswitch Engage."
Oh yeah,
And then I got anal because I said, "Look, I loved what was it? Disarm the Descent was the comeback album with Jesse,
yeah.
fantastic. The one after that was a polished turd. The one after that was a polished turd.
You think?
This, yeah, I didn't like Atonement at all. This is fantastic.
It's
This
really
is
good.
like if you went directly from Alive or Just Breathing to Disarm the Descent to this. Like
Yeah,
it is all the things, the squeals and the drumming and the vocals, all the things that you've grown to really love as Killswitch Engage, they actually have boiled down their sound to just 5 or 6 particular bits.
Yep.
and they lean into it. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
No,
This is a highly enjoyable record to the
it's
point where
dude, it's good.
they're coming that brutal weekend in Philly. They've got that show. It's what them with Kubla Khan and Frozen Soul.
Yeah.
But that same day, there's a God's Hate and Twitching Tongue show.
Mm.
That's also the same weekend as the Decibel Metal and Beer Festival.
Jesus
So it's
Christ,
like
man.
there's literally like 5 or 6 shows in Philly in the same weekend. Like and like everybody, like Dan, our buddy Dan, he's got tickets every single one of them. He's like, yo, where the fuck do I go?
That's crazy, dude.
That's wild.
Yeah, I was listening to it again today on the way home from work, and I was like, dude, this is like, and you nailed it. This is like a live or just breathing and like disarm the scent in one. There's a track on there. I forget. It's either track 2 or 3. I can't remember the name of it, but holy shit, it's good. It's got this chord in the chorus. They're blasting and he's singing over it, and I'm like, dude, I never thought blast beats and singing would work like that.
Mm, mm.
It's like, and I don't care what anyone says. This record right here just proves that he shits all over Howard for Kill Switch. I don't care what anyone says.
So two things. First of all, blasting. Did you see the video I posted? So Tim and I have a Slack channel where we throw shit back and forth. Did you see the video of John Longstreth from Origin
Yeah.
playing AUM by Archspire? Like
Uh-huh.
it is, and it's the camera is over the set, so it's over his head. It is inhuman. He is inhuman. The speed at which that dude moves, and he's like, "Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I learned this in 2 days. I'm about 65% accurate," and he's sitting straight up, and he's just,
Dude, he gravity blasts and he like twirls his hair at the same fucking time. I was like, what the fuck? How do you even do that?
I don't know, man.
Watch it
It is
again. He's
something.
gravity blasting. Like he sits the stick on the fucking snare.
Hmm.
And you know, a lot of people lift a little bit and they blast. He sits it on there and just moves his hand and he's like I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it is. He is almost inhuman.
And
Um,
then when he does the traditional blast, it's like the tightest blast I've ever
yeah,
heard in my
it's all
life.
fingers, and there was a comment on one of his videos where somebody said, um, to think these guys are so locked in that they're not Tommy Lee flailing around behind the
Yeah.
set. They're literally sitting straight up with minimal movement because they need to be accurate, and they are accurate, dude. It was something. So the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, we just talked about. So I went and saw the Counterparts show
Okay.
on Sunday, and the lineup was Counterparts, Pain of Truth, Malevolence, Foreign Hands
Okay.
at the Union Transfer. Um, Foreign Hands was great. They
They
sound
opened.
great. Yes, they opened. This is, I think, the second tour they've done with Counterparts. Um, they sounded fantastic. Very, very tight, and the new stuff sounds great. My God, you know how many Eagles chants I heard? So many Eagles chants. So many. Next up was Malevolence from the UK. They play that. They play that. Imagine a brutal tough guy band, like a
I know
tough guy band,
Malevolence.
but with like cleans.
Yeah, I know them.
And they sounded really good. No bassist, no
Hmm.
bassist playing no track. Um, they sounded good, but there were times where the cleans worked, and there were times where the cleans, to me, did not work. That being said, they put on an energetic show. The lead singers all over the place. It was really fun. Next band was Pain of Truth, and they killed it. Like they played with the house, like hardcore band, house lights. Played with the house lights on. They played all the stuff you wanted to hear. Really, really exciting, like bouncing around stage show. It was really, really good. I thought that album was great. It made my top 10 that year it came out. I think it was
Yeah, it was good.
23. Um, but yeah, they put on an amazing show. Counterparts had an impressive stage setup. So it's what heaven let me die, heaven sent them to heaven let them die, something like that is the name of the EP. So it was kind of like the inside of a church. So the drums were up on a riser, and then there was a rack of amps, and then there were like church windows above them, and then on either side was pews, and there were fake LED candles and strobes, and visually it was awesome. Like it was awesome, and they sounded perfect. Perfect. They opened with the two songs back to back on the EP that they did the video for. We're eventually going to react to. And then they started going into their back catalog and playing some older stuff. And it was late on the Sunday night. I think, and Dom has an hour drive. I think we I think we stayed for like 5 or 6 songs, something like that. Because their songs are all 3.5, 4 minutes, decently length. But I got to give them credit. Like I always thought they were kind of like, eh. They were just one of those bands that seemed to always be touring. I liked N better, but I will say that that new EP is fantastic, and they put on a great show live. And it's early in the tour, so if you're listening to this, comes out. I think it comes out in a week. Catch that Counterparts tour. I think you'll probably enjoy it.
Yeah, I was very surprised with that EP as well. It's heavy.
Very heavy, very very heavy, and they sound great live. But again, no bassist.
Again?
They didn't have. They were the other second band on that show that did not have a bassist.
That's fucking weird, man.
Very very odd.
How hard is it to find a bassist?
I guess you got to find somebody you trust. I don't know. I saw the Peeling Flesh video from Flyover Fest. They didn't have a bassist either.
Hmm. Maybe that's a new thing. Fuck a bassist.
Yes, play to a track. I guess. Oh,
Or one of the guitar players is gonna have to fill in.
yeah. All right. So what else you got? LP wise, Tim.
Um, I think that's how you say this. Noctambulist. With Noctambulist 2, D Droom. Um, I have no clue where they're from. Also, I know it's really really good black metal stuff. It's like it's like that black metal that stops and has like them clean parts in it, and like the not jazzy but kind of jazzy, if you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean. It's like Kardashev, but not as good. How
Okay.
Kardashev goes into them beautiful parts.
Yeah.
This is more of like that sadistic, depressing, clean parts.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it is really well done. I think Cleary would probably like this if he's not already into it. He probably is. And then I got one more, which I always leave my hip hop records last. I got Nems with America's Sweetheart. Nems is probably one of the best rappers out right now, out of Long Island, or no, out of Coney Island. The dude just writes really like beat your ass boom bap stuff, and just he's funny as hell. He's always talking about fucking punching people in the face, and I love it, dude. What's his name is really into Nems. What's his name from
Sam Hoyos.
Sam? Yeah, Sam
Yeah.
loves Nems. Fuck, dude, I'm telling you, you should listen to Nems. He's fucking
All right.
hilarious.
I'll check it out. The only album I had that you didn't have on your list is Puma Blue had a new album come out.
I didn't get a
Antichamber.
chance yet.
Uh, it's good. And I will tell you this. I mean, this guy has a lane that he sticks to. The album ended, and then Spotify kept playing, and it pulled up a bunch of his older stuff. And I thought the album was still going. Um, the other, Jesus, I'm getting old. The only other thing I found this month that I was listening to is a reissue, and it was Inglorious Beings by Esophagus.
Oh, I heard of this. Is it good?
It's the newer stuff is better. This is like a re-recorded reissue of their older stuff. The new stuff is great. And then there was that band that my buddy Horsey sent me. Did you listen to that Rectal Smegma?
Yeah.
The vocals were so bizarre.
Yeah, like,
So
yeah, fucking weird. The
what a
songs are
hey.
pretty good though.
No, the songs are bad, but what the fuck, right?
I did agree with what's his name saying you should change your Slack name to Rectal Smegma.
I probably should. Man, that's something else. Okay, so again, Tim, this month is like last month for me.
Well, hold on one second. I'm gonna do our annual. What are we looking forward to? Which is basically what I'm looking forward to, but I think that you should look forward to as well.
Deaf Heaven is next month, yes.
Yeah, so I'll go through them. I got 14 real quick.
Oh my
Crown
God.
Magnetar,
Yeah, yep, that EP. Yep.
Ingrown.
Ooh, that's next month?
Yeah. Spirit Box, Whitechapel, Body
Jesus.
Box, Cradle of Filth. We got a Igor Cavalier and Shane Embry split.
Mm-hmm.
Imperial Triumphant, Arch Enemy, Under Oath, Gates to Hell, Spirit World, Alien Weaponry, and Death Heaven.
Okay, so next month, right? The end of Q1, we're finally starting the year for me. Because you just named out of those 12 or whatever you named, I think there's only one or two of them I won't seek down to listen to.
And can I guess them?
Yes.
Cradle of Filth
Yes.
and Arch Enemy.
Yes.
Boom. Nailed it. That's how much I know you.
We've been doing the show too long. But all the rest of them, like I forgot Ingrown's coming out. Mongrel just announced an album,
Oh,
which is coming out. We talked about Kardashev. Your Spirit Dies has a full length coming out on MNRK
oh,
Heavy.
okay.
Um, Eventually we're going to get the Mood Ring album. Hunter's eventually going to put it out, and I think it's going to be one of those surprise here it is drops because that's his mo. Um, who else? Who else has done singles that they said they've got stuff coming? Um,
I wouldn't be surprised if we get that mood ring next month. And
oh, it would not surprise me at all.
I also think we're going to get a surprise single from Deftones in March.
I just saw an article where there was somebody was interviewed and said, "Yeah, the new album is coming."
Yeah, he said it's coming before you know it.
Yeah, well, they're
They
going to release it before the tour,
Their
right?
tour starts March 13th, I think, something like that. I think we're getting a single the week before.
I actually would think we get the album before they head out, right? You think?
Nah,
I think
I don't.
Fleshwater is probably sitting on something too.
Oh yeah, yeah. We might get a Fleshwater release and a Deftones single release in March. I think they're both coming. I think what's going to happen is we're going to wake up on either this Friday or next Friday, and we're going to have a single from Deftones. That is my.
Fair, fair. That's a
In the
safe
next
guess.
3 weeks, we're going to have a single from Deftones, and either Friday we're going to wake up to it, or they're going to put it out on a random like Tuesday. Here you go. Here's the album. It comes out. Blah blah blah. And I'm gonna have an erection that's you know
I'll be able to see it from my house, just shooting into the
yeah,
troposphere.
and I'm gonna listen to it 63 times in a row, and that's gonna be the end of it. And then fucking I'm gonna scour the internet for a fucking leak, and that's it.
Yep. Yeah, because that's the next piece. All right. Yeah, next month sounds like it's finally picking up speed for me at least. Like when it's two albums every week coming out that I can't that I'm like, yes, yes, that's we're heading into the busy parts, and then we're heading into the summer. God knows, I mean,
Absolutely.
think about the stuff that we're not even we're not we're not even aware it's coming out yet.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, all right.
All right, yeah, it's the leftover bronchitis. All right, everybody. New Breed underscore podcast on both Twitter and Instagram. Newbreedpodcast at gmail.com. 267-297-4627 for any of your voicemails. Find us on our r/new metal. Find us on our Facebook group. New episodes every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. New reaction vids every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Why don't you go onto YouTube and watch us react to something new and exciting? And until next week, it's Jay and Tim saying cheers.